Hey guys, and it is time for my week's favorite song. And I have the songs narrowed down to two. Well, no, actually three. Sorry, three songs. First up is going to be Van Morrison's Crazy Love, Kenny Loggins' Heart to Heart, and of course, Eric Clapton's Tell the Truth. All right, first up, Van Morrison. As I was saying before, when I did the reaction, that I listened to, I've heard the Brian McKnight version of this song like practically my whole entire life, and I always thought that that was an original song. Found out it was a cover over the holidays, so that made me want to listen to the original. And listening into the original, I found that I like the original better than I do the cover. Shocker. But it's a shocker to me because I've always heard Brian McKnight's version. I've never heard this version until now. And I totally like hear Brian McKnight's version so differently now. I mean, but basically he did the exact same song, but of course with his different vocal dynamics and a couple of maybe tweaks with the instruments, but it was basically the same song. But then listening to Van Morrison's song, listening to him sing it originally, I felt that it was more a sincere performance. I felt I felt it more. I felt I can imagine him writing the lyrics out. I don't know if he wrote this or not, but I can just imagine the lyrics being written by him. And I can imagine this being his song that he sang to someone that he's in love with. And I can hear like, oh, that one line, I hear her heartbeat from 1,000 miles. And I'm just like, oh my God. And it rings differently to me than when I've heard Brian McKnight for some reason. And like I said, I can like, imagine a whole scene of just being like a couple being in the living room together, sharing like maybe a nice evening. And this song happens to come on the radio, and the guy looks at his girl, and they look at each other, and they stand up, and they just begin to sway and dance to the song, and it just makes a moment for them. I can feel like a moment in time in a romance listening to this song. That's why I love so much about it. Next up is Kenny Loggins' Heart to Heart. The reason why I like this song though, I do love Kenny Loggins' voice. I've told you this before. That song I'm Alright, Danger Zone, the I can't think of right now. This Is It. Love that. Um what I like about this song, it has like a Doobie Brothers vibe, and you guys know I love the Doobie Brothers, and I love me some Michael McDonald, right? And I was wondering if Michael McDonald is singing background of this. I should have looked it up when when I was listening to it over again, but I forgot to. But I know you guys let me know down in the comments. But it has that Doobie Brother vibe to it, and I really enjoy that vibe to it, including his own lyrics. I mean, his own like vocals too. But I love the vibe of that. Then finally we have Eric Clapton with Tell the Truth. And is it? Yeah, Tell the Truth. Tell the Truth. And what can you say? He has that bluesy voice which I love, and his guitar play is just like phenomenal. That like solo that went to the outro was just so beautiful and so cool ass, and you felt like it down in your bones when he was playing his guitar. Also mentioned when I was doing the reaction that the female singers, they remind me, well, they didn't remind me of Janis Joplin, but I got like a like inspiration of Janis Joplin, and I was imagining Janis Joplin singing that part, and I know that she would have torn that up. I could just, can you imagine her singing that? She would have torn that up, right? Am I the only one that thinks this? Just let me know. Um, but yeah, so that's why I picked that one too. So now, since I've narrowed it down to three, I must select my week's favorite song. And this week it was kind of easy for me to choose. I have to be honest. Well, actually, not really easy because like after I got it down to the three, and then I brought it down to two, which was Van Morrison and Eric Clapton. And it's like two different vibes. Do I want down home blues, roughy sound, or do I want romantic, beautiful, heartfelt moment in time of a romance? And this week I'm feeling down home blues. That's what I'm feeling this week. I'm feeling Eric Clapton a little bit more. So the song of this week is going to be Eric Clapton's "Tell the Truth." Tell me what your favorite song of the week was, and also your least favorite. And also remember, when you're doing your least favorite, please be mindful that you are nice. You're not being to the artist. Please do not um, Just say the reason why you don't like it, and then that's it. You don't need to be uh, rude or mean, or say things that just doesn't really need to be said. Um, just explain, just explain briefly why you don't like it, and then just move on. um, also, thanks so much for watching. I think that's all I have to say about that, right? Yeah, that's it. Please consider becoming a Patreon member where you can watch videos that are blocked by YouTube. Uh, Videos from bands that are the Beatles, the Eagles, Bob Dylan, not Bob Dylan, Bob Marley, and Jimi Hendrix. There we go. I cannot get these words out of my mouth right now. But yeah, those artists were blocked by YouTube, and you can watch them over on my Patreon. You can also participate in polls to help me select my next theme, and you can speak to me directly. Also, if you like the video, please share it out with your friends. Bye.